Randy Brummett! The neighbors can see you!
Hello, Mom.
I am surprised at you, young lady. You are a school principal. You have got to stay respectable. Now, these boys can't help themselves, but you can. Did your mama ever have a talk with you?
Yes, she did, Mrs. Brummett.
You should be calling me Mom Brummett by now.
Well, I reckon I should.
Mom.
Remember, you are married to a respectable girl, even if she is a Methodist. You treat her with respect.
Yes, Mom.
You don't want her to ever regret marrying you.
No, Mom.
I've been meaning to ask you if you would join us at the Baptist church some Sunday. I never regretted marrying your daddy, not once. We had a nice wedding, too, with a fiddler. We had a fiddler.
Oh, Mrs. Mom Brummett.
Have you been going to church?
Well, whenever I can, Mom. Hey, Peach Cobbler.
Riley, I'm gonna go inside and get your mama's present.
Oh, I'll get it. You rest your ankle.
You shouldn't have spent nothing on me.
I had to get you a little something.
Be mighty nice when you have your own house.
Yes, it will.
You make good money teaching school?
Reckon it's enough.
Well, I just want to tell you how sorry I am that you have to be a-working all the time. Someday that boy Raleigh will wake up and get a job, and then you can stay home at your own house with your own babies. I wanted to let you know I understand about husbands and such. If you ever want to have a talk, I'm happy to give you my ear.
Raleigh has a job, Mrs. Brummett.
Mom Brummett?
Raleigh has a job. He's a writer.
Humph, I mean a real job.
Raleigh sells his stories to national magazines. They pay him. They pay him as much for one story as I get for a whole semester.
Not regular. They don't pay him regular.
No, it's not a regular paycheck, but he makes money writing. He's a good
My
writer.
son-in-law Harold has a regular job up in Detroit on the assembly line, defense job, paycheck every week till he got called up to the service.
Yes, I know.
That Harold, he's a worker. My daughter Treva, too, running our farm nearly by herself, me looking after them 2 babies for her. Raleigh never did work hard. Always had to keep pushing him. You'd give him something to do, and he'd start to doing it. And then suddenly, he'd be just staring into space, just a-dreaming all the time, watching people, dreaming up pranks, always getting into trouble. Oh, the things that boy would do. Why, he would throw dirt up in the air outside the fan at the movie house. Said he wanted to see what would happen to the dirt. Well, it got sucked in over all the people in the movie house is what it did. Now, he got a whooping for that, I can tell you. I don't want you to think I raised him to be so lazy. He got whooped more than any child I ever knowed. I cut so many switches whipping him, I run out of bushes. Had to use my hairbrush or Mr. Brummett's belt. But all of that pushing and whooping didn't make a worker out of him. Always just having fun. Nothing bothers that boy.
Hello, Mrs. Brummett.
Oh, Miss Gill, nice to see you.
Just in time for lemonade.
Raleigh, are you working in the kitchen these days?
The women in this house won't let me anywhere near the kitchen. Guess I'm just the waitress.
My ankle's swollen. Thank you, Riley.
Miss Gill, you didn't need to go to no trouble on my account.
No trouble.
Well, I heard your son was called back up.
Yes, he was. Left day for yesterday.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yes, he does.
Good thing your son wasn't on that train down to Jellicoe.
What train?
I jumped the tracks by the gorge.
How'd you know that?
The porter told me when I was getting our bags off.
Jump right off the tracks.
Just heard about it on the radio.
1,000 soldiers on that train jumped right off the tracks into Clear Fork River. Oh, it's a good thing your boy weren't on it.
Yes.
Riley, would you get
Yep.
They're saying 12 boys were killed.
It's a blessing there weren't more.
It's a blessing your boy weren't on that train.
Would you like some more lemonade?
It's a blessing there weren't more kilt than that.
Thank you for bringing us a pie.
Oh, you're mighty welcome.
You know, Mr. Gill has been asking for peach cobbler.
Our peaches are early this year.
Oh, well, that's just lovely. Thank you very much.
Now, using a little honey stretches out the sugar ration.
Oh, what a good idea.
Hey, look at this, Mom.
Well, what about that? You brung Miss Gill a Rock City birdhouse.
Oh, it's for you, Mrs. Brummett.
For me?
Yep, you said you always wanted one.
Well, now.
Isn't that pretty?
They brung us birdhouses.
Oh, no, they brought me a nice tea towel.
Well, that's not a Miss Gill. You should have the birdhouse.
They brought that just for you, Mrs.
Well, Raleigh
Brummett.
picked it out just for
It's
you.
for you, Mom.
Ain't nobody to see it where we are. We're not on the main road. I mean, back where we are, back in the holler.
Well, you'll see it, Mrs. Brummett. And the birds.
Well, I always wanted one of them birdhouses.
And now you have one.
If you couldn't have afforded 2 birdhouses, you ought not to have got any. Miss Gill should have got one too, dish towel. That's not a proper gift. You are living in Miss Gill's house.
Oh, it's a very
Raleigh-
pretty tea towel.
Oh, yes, with a picture of...
A real nice flowers on
It's
it.
very pretty.
It's not a birdhouse.
No, it isn't, but it was the perfect gift. I needed a new tea towel. Would you like some more lemonade, Mrs. Brummett? Your glass looks empty.
If I drink any more, I'll have to swim home. Did you like Rock City?
We had a wonderful vacation, Mrs. Mom Brummett.
Taking a vacation when there's a war on.
Well, Raleigh just got paid for 6 of his
Hey,
stories.
Mom, May never got a honeymoon last year.
Your Aunt Dora went to Rock City on her honeymoon, said you could see 7 states from Lookout Mountain. Can you really see 7 states?
Well, he was too hazy
Sure
to
can. They say you can see 7 states on a clear day.
Too bad. Got all the way to Rock City and didn't even see the 7 states. Did you see Lover's Leap?
Oh, nearly jumped off it.
see. Did not.
Well, I always wanted to see Rock City. Was there
Mom,
little...
we don't want to tell you too much about it because May and I want to take you there sometime.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Well, you should take Miss Gill. You're living in her home.
No, I'm afraid of heights. I'd get dizzy looking out over 7 states.
You could get yourself a birdhouse.
Oh, yeah, they sell them in the gift shop. All sizes. You know, they got these little bitty ones. People use them as ornaments on their Christmas trees.
Raleigh.
That's what the lady in the gift shop said.
And just when were you talking to the lady in the gift shop?
When do you think? When you were resting your ankle back
Oh,
at the...
yes, I twisted my ankle.
You hurt yourself on them rocks.
Oh, well, like we said, it was a cloudy day. This fine little drizzle starts falling. You know those are the slipperiest rocks when they get wet.
Raleigh.
Oh, you should have been careful. You've never been careful.
I'll go tell Mr. Gill we're having lunch on the porch. Would you like to come in and see the quilt top I'm piecing, Mrs. Brummett?
Well, yes, I would. And I need to use your facility.
Then come on inside. It's at the end of the hall.
Inside. You are really living, ain't you? I hope you are being good to these folk and minding your manners. You better be doing what Miss Gill tells you to do. You are not so old. I can't take a switch to you.